Cenat Streamer University, Atlanta chaos, Soulja Boy drama, and what it all means. Imagine waking up, packing your bags, flying to Atlanta, and showing up to an audition, only to find out the venue shut down. Then you try again the next day at a different location, and that one shuts down too. That is exactly what happened this week, and somehow, people are still out there making content anyway. What is up, everybody? If you have not been following the Cenat Streamer University story this week, you have been missing one of the most chaotic, funniest, and honestly most inspiring stories on the internet right now. We are talking about massive crowds, venues shutting down twice, arrests, fake bomb scare rumors flying around social media, and, my personal favorite, Soulja Boy getting turned away at the door of an event he was never even invited to. This story has everything: drama, chaos, hustle, and just a little bit of foolishness. And we are going to break it all down for you today. Here's what we are covering. We will explain what Streamer University actually is, because a lot of people in those crowds clearly had no idea. We will go through the Atlanta chaos step by step. We will talk about Kai's history of accidentally shutting down public spaces, and we will absolutely spend time on the Soulja Boy subplot, because that man deserves his own episode. Let's get into it. What is Streamer University, and why does it matter? First things first. A lot of people online are watching these Atlanta crowd videos and asking the same question. What exactly is Streamer University? Streamer University is Cenat's creator-focused program designed to help aspiring streamers learn, grow, and collaborate. Think of it like a summer camp for content creators. Accepted participants get free attendance, free meals, and free accommodations. They apply as students, professors, or club directors. The goal is simple. Kai wants to give real, hands-on education to the next generation of streamers. We are talking things like how to grow an audience, how to build your brand, how to create content that actually connects with people. Real skills, real mentorship, real opportunity. Now, here's the thing. Kai has also confirmed that he now owns the intellectual property of Streamer University. He has reportedly turned down offers from Netflix, Amazon Prime, and Tubi to broadcast the program. He wants to control this thing himself. That tells you he sees it as more than just content. He sees it as a legacy project. The first Streamer University happened last year and was widely considered some of the best content Kai has ever made. Fans called it peak entertainment. People who attended said it genuinely changed how they thought about creating content. So when Kai announced the return of Streamer University in 2026 with a cinematic Harry Potter-inspired trailer, the internet went absolutely wild. That is the context. Now let us talk about what actually happened in Atlanta. On June 8th, Cenat officially announced Streamer University 2026 was coming back. Applications opened for students, professors, and club directors. And just like that, thousands of aspiring creators started making their moves. The Atlanta application event was scheduled for Tuesday, June 17th at 450 Hank Aaron Drive. Hundreds of people, and we mean hundreds, from all over the country and even internationally, traveled to Atlanta hoping to earn a spot.
Well, we start this evening with thousands of aspiring content creators flooding Atlanta for a chance to learn from internet sensation Cenat. The demand was so big, the event had to be moved to State Farm Arena.
Thousands of people pulling up to State Farm Arena, all for a chance to learn under mega streaming superstar Cenat.
A seat in the highly coveted Streamer University, a program Cenat founded last year to help content creators flourish financially.
I love Cenat. You know, he's the biggest freaking streamer. I love him. I want to see him.
Considered one of the world's biggest streamers, Rolling Stone ranks him #1 on the most influential creator list.
Then the venue pulled out. They cited logistical concerns and the overwhelming volume of anticipated attendees. So organizers moved the event. But here is the problem. People did not just go home. Large groups of streamers and fans kept gathering along Hank Aaron Drive and in surrounding areas. Police responded Monday night after people camping near the site became disruptive. 3 people were charged that Monday. 1 person was taken into custody while 2 others were issued copies of charges. Kai then released a video update on Tuesday afternoon, confirming that auditions would be moved to Wednesday, June 17th at a new location, at the State Farm Arena. And guess what happened at State Farm Arena? By Wednesday afternoon, officials with State Farm Arena released a statement that read, and we are quoting here, "Due to the overwhelming number of people attending today's Cenat Streaming University audition and subsequent safety concerns, auditions have been stopped." 2 venues, 2 shutdowns, 1 week. That is the kind of cultural gravity that very few people on Earth can create. Now sprinkle in the online chaos, social media videos started spreading false claims that a bomb had killed dozens at the Atlanta event. That is completely false. Law enforcement debunked those rumors quickly. Newsweek ran a full fact check. Nobody was hurt by any explosion because there was no explosion. What happened was trespassing charges, overcrowding, and disruptive behavior. That is it. But misinformation spread faster than the truth, as it always does. And that added another layer of chaos to an already wild situation. This is Kai's pattern, and we should talk about it. If this feels familiar, that is because it is. Back in 2023, Cenat announced a PlayStation 5 giveaway at Union Square in New York City. What showed up was not a giveaway. It was a mob. More than 6,000 people crammed in the Union Square.
7 Shannon Stone live over that scene with the breaking details. Shannon?
Yeah, and we have been watching this crowd for the better part of a half an hour now. It is Cenat, who is a Twitch streamer, that announced yesterday on Twitch that he was going to come to Union Square at 4 o'clock this afternoon to give away free PlayStations. And the scene that you're seeing right now is what we have been seeing develop over and over again. From what we understand, he has some 20 million followers across his social media platforms, and it literally appears like all of them have come out to Union Square Park.
The situation turned dangerous. Kai had to be escorted away by New York Police Department officers for his own safety. He was later arrested and charged with inciting a riot. People online are drawing direct parallels to that moment right now. And honestly, the comparisons are fair. When Cenat announces something in public, an unmanageable number of people show up. That is just the reality of who he is in this cultural moment. Critics are asking why better planning was not in place given that history. That is a legitimate question. When you know your audience can shut down Union Square, you need to plan accordingly. But here's the other side of that conversation. The people who showed up in Atlanta were not all troublemakers. A lot of them were genuinely hungry to change their lives.
Not all of my eggs were in this basket. It was just the opportunity that I wanted to chase. If I did it, glory to God. If I didn't, I still have something else to do regardless. Either way, content has to be pushed. There's always going to be another opportunity to actually go for it.
One attendee went viral for saying, and again, we are quoting directly, "Just because the event got canceled, that don't mean we got to stop doing what we doing, make content." That quote hit different for a lot of people. That is the streamer mentality. The event shuts down and you pull out your camera anyway. However, and this is important, some folks in those crowds were 30-year-old adults acting like the world was ending over an audition. Some people had no idea what Streamer University was actually about and just showed up because Kai's name was attached to it. That kind of mob mentality is exactly what creates these dangerous situations. If you're going to chase an opportunity, know what the opportunity actually is first. The Soulja Boy subplot. The day after Kai announced Streamer University 2026, Soulja Boy went on a live stream demanding an invitation. He warned that there would be bad blood if he was left out. On June 9th, Soulja Boy posted on Twitter, "If you don't let me in Streamer University at Cenat, we beefing. I let you slide the first time." This man said, "I let you slide the first time," like Cenat owes him something. Incredible. Need I remind you, Soulja Boy is 35 years old. Kai apparently did not extend the invitation. So Soulja Boy did what any reasonable person would do. He launched a competing program called Rapper University. His version was aimed at teaching aspiring lyricists and musicians, planned to be streamed live on Twitch, and also set to take place in Atlanta. He even released a trailer where he positioned himself as a professor figure in the rap world.
I was the first rapper to be a dean and a motherfucking professor. Come on now, I'm here to teach y'all this game, man. At Rapper University, we're not teaching y'all how to be famous. We teaching y'all how to build something that lasts.
Now here's the punchline, the moment the entire internet has been replaying. Despite not being invited, despite publicly calling Kai out, despite launching a rival university, Soulja Boy decided to show up to Cenat's event anyway. He was streaming the moment live on his Twitch channel when security stopped him at the door.
No, he's supposed to go out. Yeah, no. What's going on?
Yeah, it's out here.
What's going on? They don't want to meet. We gotta go outside? Yeah. They don't want him inside right now? No, they don't want him in the building. They want him in the building? Where you gotta go? Outside.
you at? I said, what spot you at though?
His confused cameraman asked what was happening. The security guard's response was simple and absolutely devastating. They don't want him in the building. That clip went everywhere. People are still posting it. Whether Soulja was genuinely trying to get in, trolling for content, or keeping Rapper University relevant in the algorithm, it did not matter. The clip turned a few seconds at a door into a full timeline moment. So what does all of this tell us? It tells us that Cenat is operating on a level very few creators have ever reached. When you can accidentally shut down 2 venues in one city in 2 days just from fan enthusiasm, you are not just a streamer anymore. You are a cultural event. It tells us that Streamer University, despite all the chaos, represents something real for a lot of people. Free mentorship, free accommodations, and a genuine shot at learning from one of the biggest creators alive. That is worth showing up for. Just maybe call ahead next time. It tells us that the internet still loves Soulja Boy as a character, even when he is getting turned away at the door. And it tells us that Cenat's so-called I Quit era did not last very long. His YouTube documentary talked about stepping beyond streaming and building his fashion brand Vivette. But Streamer University 2026 is his most ambitious creator project yet. This is his comeback story, and it is just getting started.
It's BalBoa.